Hey guys, this is Matt from McWattersaffect, and I want to talk about why I think the mainstream media has jumped ship when it comes to Joe Biden. Now, obvious reason is because of Afghanistan. But why would they jump ship? It's mainly because it hurt their buddies. And you're probably asking, well, who's their buddies? Some people would call it the deep state, and some people call it the military-industrial complex. I'm going to call it the deep state just so there's no confusion. Well, in my opinion, they're the same thing anyway. Well, the deep state makes a lot of money off war. And so does the media. You know, if it bleeds, it leads. They make a lot of money off war. And so does the deep state. Perfect example is $85 billion in Afghanistan. That's how much stuff we sent to Afghanistan. And the deep state has contracts with companies that make it. People like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Halliburton, so on and so forth, that make products to send to war-torn areas like that. So there's a lot of money involved here. So they're angry because when Joe Biden got elected, and the fact is the deep state told the media to push Joe Biden because they didn't want to leave Afghanistan. And they thought Joe Biden wasn't going to make that happen. Well, he contradicted them and went ahead and did it anyway. Which, I gotta say, is probably a brave thing for him to do. But at the same time, the way he did it was stupid. It just didn't make sense. You know, you're going to take all the troops out and leave American citizens there? It don't make sense. But anyway, that ain't what I'm talking about. So, they're pissed. That's why when you see, like him have an interview, he does his interview, and then they contradict everything he said in reports. Send out a report. Perfect example is that last interview he had. He said that there's no more Al-Qaeda left in Afghanistan. Well, there's a report that came out, said CIA says, yeah, there's still Al-Qaeda left in Afghanistan. Completely contradicting what the president says. Making him look like a fool. And it's done by design. Because they're angry with him because of what he did. They did something they didn't want him to do. Now, y'all probably asking, how does the mainstream media and the deep state have that deep of a connection? Well, it all starts with the meetings they have. They had a meeting this year in Idaho. Okay, that's where the multinational media conglomerates go, as well as big tech. That's where they get the ideas for mergers and stuff like that. Perfect example is AT&T buying Warner Brothers. Okay, the reason big tech and deep state are involved is due to information. They want to get as much information on people as possible, and the easiest way to do that is going through big tech back doors. How they get those big tech back doors is by talking to them and telling them, give it to us, or else. And so they give them that information so they can get in there and get information about people. Now, when it comes to the media, how they work with them is you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You do what I want you to do, I scratch your back whenever a big story comes up. This is a big story. That's why they're getting information before even Joe Biden probably gets it. They're getting that information off the ground because they're talking to them before they even send that report to Joe Biden. They do that to make them look bad. Now, how does the media scratch the back of the deep state? Plain and simple. You promote people for office we want you to promote for, that will support us. Perfect example is Hillary Clinton. She is straight up deep state. Okay? She toes the line. She would have done anything they told her to do. Okay? They wanted her, not Donald Trump. Well, they got Donald Trump, which was a big surprise. It scared the hell out of them. 2020, they went scorched earth with big tech as well as media companies. Told lies, hid information, canceled people off of YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, just to keep information from getting out. That's the connection. Now, guys, all this is just my opinion, and I could be going crazy, but that's what I think is going on. Now, the other thing is the major companies that are at this meeting is Disney, Comcast, AT&T, National Amusement, and News Corp. There's only 5. Before 1992, there was 50. Now there's only 5. These people are monopolies. Okay? And so are big tech. They're all monopolies. And the only thing that's protected them is the deep state. The deep state is not going to allow those honeypots, that's what we call them, they're honeypots, wealth of information. Not only that, wealth of sending out disinformation. They're not going to get rid of that, and they're not going to let anyone hurt that, because it helps them, and it helps the deep state. But guys, that's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Peace.